We don't need to fix this nasal septal perforation since it's not causing any symptoms. The symptoms, as I mentioned, are things like a whistling sound when breathing, a lot of crusts forming inside the nose, or bleeding. Peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings. Doctor, when I went for a checkup, they told me I have a hole in my nasal septum. Where did that come from? What about this hole? What should we do about it? Is it something that needs surgery, or what should be done? Look, the nasal septum is the wall between the right and left sides of the nose. This wall is supposed to be made of cartilage, and in its back parts, it's made of the bone of the nasal septum. It separates the right side of the nose from the left side. What usually happens is that this hole is most often the result of, first of all, an injury. For example, someone had a fracture in the nasal bone, and along with it, this cartilage was broken or punctured. The most common thing after injuries, accidents, and such is that someone had a previous surgery to correct the nasal septum. The problem is that while we're performing a septoplasty, a hole can occur if the mucous membrane on both the right and left sides gets injured opposite each other, causing a perforation in the septum. So what else can cause it? There are many things that can lead to this. There are a lot of autoimmune diseases that can cause it because they create problems in the blood vessels. As a result, that area of the nasal septum doesn't get enough blood supply, which can lead to it opening up or developing a perforation in many chronic diseases. People who already have problems with their noses, chronic diseases and chronic inflammations in the nose can cause this as well. Tumors can also cause this. It's not very common, but a tumor can do that. And most commonly, exposure to certain substances like chemicals in factories. And people who are exposed to these chemicals can develop problems and even perforations. Fumes can also cause this, as well as using nasal drops that relieve congestion, like decongestants. The sprays we use or the drops we put in that immediately open up our noses. If we use them for a long time, they can also cause this. Some substances that are removed through the nose can also cause this. Now, the patient who spoke to me hadn't had any surgery before and doesn't know what the cause is. He doesn't use any substances and isn't exposed to anything that could harm his nose or cause something like this. In these cases, the perforation depends on its size. So the first thing we do is look for a cause. If we find one, we treat it. If the cause is an injury or something like that, then we've identified it. If it's a disease, we treat it. But if there's no cause and we don't know the reason, if it's not clear, often, when people are a bit obsessed with cleaning their nose, they stick their fingers in and clean their nose a bit aggressively. And this can also cause it. But we try to identify all these things so that if there's something that needs treatment, we don't miss it. Also, if we fix the nasal septum, these issues or diseases won't come back and cause it again. So, if there's a hole in the nasal septum, how does the patient know? Usually, if the hole is small and at the front, the smaller the hole in the nasal septum, the more it produces a whistling sound when breathing. Just like a real whistle, because when the opening in the septum is small, the air passing through it makes a sound. As a result, the person complains that every time they inhale or exhale, a whistling sound comes from their nose. Now that's if the hole is small. If it's large, the air passes through more freely and doesn't make a whistling sound. However, crusts always form inside the nose, and when the patient removes them or they fall out on their own, there is blood behind them. Sometimes we repair the nasal septum if it causes symptoms. If it's not causing any symptoms and you discover it during an examination, they tell you there's a perforation and we've confirmed the causes aren't present and don't require treatment. There's no need to repair the perforation. This nasal septum isn't causing any symptoms. The symptoms, as I mentioned, are things like a whistling sound when you breathe or a lot of crusts forming inside the nose or bleeding. So how do we fix it? Repairing it is a bit difficult because the cartilage is usually eroded and the hole is an opening between the right and left sides. When we repair it, we create flaps and try our best. Yes, we take a part of the mucous membrane from another area of the nose, flip it, and use it to close this hole. The surgeries are a bit difficult. My advice is, if there's no underlying disease that needs treatment and there are no symptoms, we leave it and don't have to close it. But if we do need to close it, there are surgical methods, as I mentioned, using flaps or placing a graft on the nasal septum. Or there's a device that's fitted like a plastic button. The patient gets it custom made to fit and then they insert this button themselves. The patient learns how to put it in from the right and left sides so it locks together and prevents those crusts from forming. But the problem with the button or the plastic device that's fitted is that it bothers the patient a bit, it's uncomfortable, and they feel like their nose isn't quite right. Sometimes there are crusts, and sometimes the septum gets larger from repeated use, inserting and removing it, and it needs cleaning. Sometimes the size of the hole itself increases a bit with its use. In general, anyone worried about having a hole in their nasal septum shouldn't be afraid. We rule out the diseases that cause it, and if there's nothing serious or major, then it's fine, there's no problem. No one will notice it unless you're complaining about it or it's causing you trouble. Wishing you a million times good health If you like these videos, give us a like and subscribe to the channel so we know you're waiting for more new videos from us.